Hi guys, I'm Kelsey and welcome to a 30-minute flow to kind of wake up the body and energize and rejuvenate with some mild twisting. Don't be afraid, it'll be fine, just mild. Sorry about the planes, I'll yell over them. Just kidding. So to start, we're gonna come onto our backs. We'll go in and flip it over. Come to lay down. Knees can be bent if you want. Hands can be wherever you want, right? So they can be on your hip points, down by your sides, just whatever is feeling good for you today. Go ahead and start to drop into the body. Start to deepen your breath. Just noticing how you're feeling today, noticing your mood, how you feel in your body. Taking a few more breaths here. Inhaling completely. Exhaling completely. One more time, inhaling fully, exhaling completely, opening your eyes, coming in to some core work right off the bat. Lifting your knees, your legs up, okay? So your knees are going to be directly over your hips, and your feet are going to be out at like a 90-degree angle from there. Arms come into a T. So, from here, you're going to take your knees, exhaling down to the right, just halfway, keeping your core tight, exhaling back through to center. Inhaling to the left, halfway, keeping that core tight, exhaling back through to center. We've got 4 more. Inhaling to the right, coming back through to center. Sorry, it's exhale. Exhale, coming down halfway. Inhaling back through to center. Exhale to the right, and you're going to pause. And this time, if you would like, you can extend the legs, bending the knees, coming back through to center. Coming to the left. Straighten the legs if you want. Bending the legs, coming back through to center. One more time. Exhaling to the right. Option to straighten legs, bend, center. Exhaling to the left, option to straighten legs, bend, and center. From here, we're coming up onto our all fours in tabletop position. So if you want to grab your underneath and rock back and forth to come up to do that, or you can come onto your side and come up that way. If not, you can come start rocking, massaging that spine a few times before you land. Coming back, tabletop. Okay, in tabletop, we are wrists underneath our shoulders, knees underneath our hips, inhaling to pull the chest through, exhaling to round the spine and drop the head. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Here you can start to make any kind of micro movements, any kind of natural movements, any kind of cat-cows you want. So you can rock back and forth, coming into this child's pose-like, coming forward, coming back, forward. If not, you can do just make any kind of natural movements that feels good in your body today. Right? We're all different every morning. Sometimes things work, sometimes things don't. Go through one more round. Come back to a neutral tabletop, and this time come to face the side of your mat. Coming up onto your knees. Take that right leg, come out to gate pose. Excuse me. Left arm goes up. sliding that right hand down, coming into that nice side body stretch right here in this left side body. One more breath here. Exhale, you're going to windmill, left hand down, come up to modified side plank. Inhale back up. We'll go through that one more time. Gate pose. Exhale, left hand down, arm up. This time if you want more, you can lift that right leg and flex that foot so it's like you're kicking the wall. Come back up. Come back on the tabletop and just go through a few rounds of cat-cow just to kind of loosen that up. Okay. Inhale back up to your knees. Left leg goes out this time. Right arm up, sliding your left hand down. Inhale, come up. Right hand plants, coming up for side plank. Inhaling back up one more time, sliding that left hand down, coming to that side body stretch on the right side. Exhale, plant. Ooh, modified side plank. I go through myself over there. Bring your left leg up if you want a little more. Exhaling, come down, coming back to face the front of your mat. Go through a couple more rounds of cat-cow. And now we're going to come onto the belly. So step your knees back, hinge your shoulders up past your wrist, elbows magnetizing back, coming down to the belly. Sliding your arms forward, coming into Sphinx. Your elbow is going to be directly underneath your shoulder. I want you to really plant your hands down really firm. Planting the tops of your feet into the ground and your pubic bone, okay? So it's kind of this action that we have our hands planted and cool plane. So we're this action of pulling our chest through our arms, okay? Breathe here. Making sure that your core is slightly engaged to protect that low back. One more breath here. And your exhale, you're going to spin your arms down. Head comes back. Arms come back to your low ribs. Push back, coming in to child's pose. And in child's pose, your knees can be together, okay? That kind of stretches into the low back. Or you can have toes together, knees apart, sitting back to get into those hips just a little. Either one is fine. I kind of like my knees together. I don't know. It feels good. Breathing here. Take one more breath here. And then I want you, from wherever you are in your child's pose, I want you to bring your arms forward, and I want you to really press down through this index finger and thumb, okay? Arms here. It's kind of like an active child's pose. Wrapping your triceps back, firming up your hands, press down, press down, press down. Kind of getting tired, right? But I want you to keep this action, okay, as you start to tuck your toes and come into downward facing dog. Keep that action, pressing the ground away. Bending those knees if you need to. I gotta adjust my mic. So make any kind of micro movement, natural movements in your down dog that you want. Okay, so you can bend and straighten your legs. I really like to take my legs as wide as the mat and just kind of bend and straighten. Okay. Taking a few breaths here. My legs are so tight. Woo! Okay. And then from here, go ahead and step your feet to about hip width distance, okay? And if you need to step your feet in a few inches, you can. So start to bring your weight into your left hand and your right foot and really firm up and press away here, because you're going to take your right hand between your arm and your leg here to the outside of your left leg, and you're going to really twist your way here. Now, I'm not saying your twist is going to be super grand here, because it's not. It might not. It's fine. Mine is not super grand, okay? So just grab anything you can. We're going to grab anything along this outside edge. Just don't be twerking on your knee. Twerking. Not that kind of twerk. You know what I mean. And just pull through, okay? If you need to bend your knee, go for it. One more breath. Exhale, come back, and just come to the other side. Again, grabbing whatever you can. It does not have to be pretty or grand. Just getting any kind of twist in here. One more breath. And plant, come back in a downward facing dog for just a moment. Clicking up between your hands, step between your hands. Come to a forward fold at the top of your mat. Ooh, it's getting hot. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise. Come all the way up. Hands go up. Urdhva Hastasana. Hands down through heart center. And Samastitihi. Pausing here for just a moment. If you would like to set an intention, you can. Whenever you're ready, if your eyes were closed, go ahead and open them. We'll just come into some half sun salutations just to keep continuing to warm up the body. Inhale, arms go up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise. Come all the way up. Hands go up. Hands down through heart center and Samastitihi. One more time. Inhale, arms go up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise. Come all the way up. Hands go up. Down through heart center, Samastitihi. Coming into some low sun salutations now. Inhale, arms go up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands plant. Right leg goes back. Knee down. Rise up for your low lunge. And take your time here. If you need to start with your hands right here, then do it. So, and also making sure that your foundation is set up. So your knee over the ankle, you're not past it. Not on the kneecap of the back leg. If you are, you can shift forward or back of it, okay? Whenever you're ready, arms can go up. One more breath. And on your exhale, you're going to drop this back, your left arm open and twist towards your bent knee. Mild twist here, guys. Mild twist. One more breath here. Exhale, you're going to windmill your hands down. Plant the hands. Curl your back toe under to lift your leg. And then you're going to bend the back leg and kind of hop your way back up to a forward fold at the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Hands plant. Left leg comes back this time. Softening the knee down. Rising up for your low lunge. Again, making sure that your foundation is set up. Starting wherever you like. If your hands need to be on your knee, go for it. Breathing here. One more breath. Exhale, drop the right hand back, twisting open to your bent knee. One more breath here. Exhale, we'll mill your hands down, planting your hands, again curling the back toe under, lifting the leg, but this time, shoot your right leg back for plank. Coming into your vinyasa, I'm coming to the belly. Inhale up for your heart opener. Exhale down and back, meaning in downward facing dog. Taking a few rounds of breath here. You're doing great. Really, I'm not kidding. I can see you in your house. You're doing awesome. Inhale, right leg goes up and high. Exhale, sweep it between the hands. And you're going to pivot the back foot down, setting up for warrior two. Take your time. Windmill your arms open. Bending into that front knee. Just like in our low lunge, making sure that our knee is not over our ankle. Arms go out wide. And you're really rooting down through the back edge knife of this back foot. Breathe here. Wednesday's watching me from the door. Inhale, flip the front palm, hinge forward and back, reaching back. So in our reverse warrior, just hang on for a second so you're not holding it the whole time. I want you to really reach into the side body whenever you're doing your reverse warrior, right? Your arm is kind of like going back to the corner where the ceiling and the wall meet. You're not doing a back bend. We're side bending, okay? Side bend, back. Exhale, forearm comes to top of the thigh. Arm can go straight up or over. Making sure that you're not collapsing onto this leg. Take one more breath here. Exhale. Here's where I want you to listen carefully. From here, you're going to pivot onto the ball of the back foot. Hop your back foot in just a little bit. Coming into your crescent. But instead of a normal crescent, we're coming into this thunderbolt variation where you're hinged forward. I hate this pose so much. Hello, leg. Breathe here. One more breath. From here, you can either hop your back foot in halfway or just hop up, coming into one-legged Tadasana. Breathing here. Making sure you're breathing at all times. Don't hold your breath. Inhale. Exhale your right hand to the outside of your left knee. Left arm comes back. It's supposed to be like 90 degrees here today in March, but I'm ready for it. One more breath. Inhale, come back through to face the front. Arms go up. I like to have my hands down at my heart center, or you can have your hands at your hips. From here, you're going to take your left foot and push your heel back like you're kicking through water, okay? We're going to pass through warrior three to plant the foot down, coming up to crescent pose. And again here, making sure that if you need to bend the back knee and kind of tucking your tailbone here so your hips are not pivoting forward, okay? One more breath. Exhale, you'll plant the hands. Step your right foot back to plank. Go through your vinyasa. Inhale up for your heart opener. Exhale down and back, downward facing dog. Awesome job. I'm going to turn around so I'm not facing the back of the mat. Inhale, your left leg goes back and high. Exhale, step it between your hands, setting up your foundation for warrior two. Windmill your arms open whenever you get it. Gazes out over the middle fingers. Breathing here. More breath. Inhale to flip the front palm, hinge forward, reach back, reverse warrior. Exhale, forearm to top of thigh, coming up, side angle. If you want some extra here, again, pivot, or that's too much today. One more breath. Exhale. And here is where we start to come into the thunderbolt. So pivot around, ball of back foot, hopping your leg up if you need to. Arms are up by your ears. You can do it, you can do it. It's hard, I know. My leg is screaming at me. One more breath. Here is where we're coming into one-legged Tadasana. So again, if you need to hop that back foot in a little bit to come up, you can. Whatever you need to do to get there, take your time. One more breath. Exhale your left hand to the outside of your right leg and twist open. One more breath here. Inhale to come back towards the front of the mat. Hands down to your heart center or your hips, and push that right heel back like you're kicking back through water. Passing through warrior three, coming back, crescent pose. Again, making sure that your pelvis is not tilting forward. You want that nice straight line from the crown of the head to your tailbone. One more breath. Exhale, plant the hands, go through your vinyasa. Inhale up for your heart opener. Exhale down and back, downward facing dog. Take 2 breaths here. One more. Inhale to come forward and drop your knees. Flip around onto your back. Bring your knees into your chest. Give yourself a nice little hug. And then take your right arm to the outside of your left knee and just drop your knees over for a nice little spinal twist to the right. Left arm will go out long. Gaze is either straight up or to the left. One more breath here. Exhale, engage your core. Come back through to center and drop them over to the left. You guys made it. Coming back through to center. Just give yourself a nice little hug one more time. And then plant your feet onto your mat. Walk your feet out towards the edges of your mat and just let your knees knock in. If they don't touch, don't worry about it. Hands go up. Take your right arm underneath your left and just give yourself a nice little hug. Maybe you say, I love you to yourself. Just breathe here. Slowing down. You're almost there. Take one more breath here. Exhale. Inhale your arms up and then just switch the sides. So left arm goes underneath, right arm on top. Give yourself a hug. Inhaling your arms back up and down by your sides, palms facing up. Heel toe your feet closer together and stretch them out long. We're preparing for Shavasana, so if you have any other postures that you'd like to take, you can go ahead and take them. If not, Shavasana is here. Start to wind down, release anything that you're still holding on to, any tension, just let it all go. If you need to unhinge your jaw, you can. You need to smooth out the space between your eyebrows. Just let everything relax, letting your eyes nestle back into their sockets, letting the earth support you, just feeling really heavy here. And you can go ahead and take Shavasana. You can start to make deeper breaths. Making micro movements, starting with the fingers and the toes, wrists and ankles. Whenever you're ready, you can bring your legs out long and arms up overhead for a nice little good morning stretch from waking up from that Shavasana. Bending your knees, planting your feet, coming onto your right side for fetal pose. Pausing here, thanking yourself for showing up on the mat, taking a moment for you. And whenever you're ready, you can come into a seated position with your eyes gently closed. Inhale, your arms out, up, and overhead. Exhale, hands down through heart center, sealing your practice. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste, yogis. Thank you guys for showing up on the mat with me and doing this flow. I really appreciate it. If you guys have any recommendations of what you guys want to see, let me know. So I hope you guys have a great day. Maybe try to get outside if you can, if it's safe for you to. Get some fresh air. It really does good for, I guess, lightening your mood is what I'm trying to say. But have a good day. Oh man, these planes. It's like coming full circle. Some of you guys know what I'm talking about. Zen did. Come full circle, Allie. I've come full circle.